Thank you for buying an Intex above-ground pool. Setting it up is simple and easy. This video will give you a quick overview of your new pool and how to set it up. There are also important detailed instructions in your owner's manual. Watching this video will help you visualize details of the pool setup. The pool shown is the 4.87 meter by 1.24 meter graphite panel pool. Your pool parts may differ in number and type or color depending on your model. The pool liner support frame is the same as the popular Intex Prism frame pool, surrounded by side paneling of high-density plastic, which eliminates the need for weather staining or termite protection. Assembly requires 2 people, and you will need a Phillips head screwdriver for ladder assembly. Lay out the content of the carton. Open the carton carefully so you can reuse it to store your pool. Check all parts against the list in the manual. Do not assemble the pool if parts are damaged or missing. It is important to determine ahead of time where to set up your pool, since the pool cannot be moved once it is filled with water. Follow these guidelines. Set up your pool on a completely level surface. Do not set up on mud, sand, or loose soil. Failure to set up the pool on level compact ground may result in the pool being unstable and leaning to one side when filled with water. Do not place the pool on a deck, platform, against a house, wall, or fence. First, make sure your pool will be within reach of a garden hose and an RCB or GFCI electrical outlet. Envision the traffic patterns around the pool when determining where to place the filter pump so people will not trip on the electric cord. Do not plug the pump into an electrical outlet until you have finished setting up both the pool and the pump. Follow these electrical guidelines. Ensure that the pool is at least 3.5 meters from any electrical outlet. You must be able to plug in the pump into an electrical outlet without using an extension cord. Electrical outlets must be GFCI or RCD protected. Check local requirements. Some communities require fencing or wall enclosures. Since your pool has a panel enclosure around the metal frame and liner, it is best to prepare the ground where it will stand. This will ensure that both the liner and the enclosure will stand on the same level when the pool is filled with water. Mark off the 4.78 meter diameter area where the pool will sit with chalk or paint. Remove the side, cutting the edge carefully to leave the lawn intact around the enclosure. Level the ground and check to make sure there are no low or high spots within the circle. Stamp the exposed area to firm up the soil, paying careful attention to the outer area where the metal posts and enclosure supports will be located. Embed 15 concrete pavers flush with the bare earth supporting the metal posts and each of the bottom surrounding frame supports. This will keep the enclosure level with the pool when the pool is full. Before unrolling the pool, clear the area of any objects that might puncture the pool liner. Spread the ground cloth out over the selected area. Carry your pool to your chosen location. Never drag the pool across the ground. You may damage the liner and cause leaks. Unroll the pool on top of the ground cloth. Make sure the pool is right side up and let the liner warm in the sun for easier assembly. If you have a filter pump to be connected to the pool, look for the pool connection holes and rotate the pool so they will face the area you will install the filter pump. Position the liner so that the legs will rest on the concrete pavers. Smooth out the liner and center it on the ground cloth. The frame pool's legs and beams fall into 2 groups. The beams with the larger diameter are the horizontal beams, which slide into the sleeve openings at the top of the liner. The beams with the smaller diameter are the vertical legs. Lay out all the horizontal beams and T-joints around the pool. Slide the horizontal beams through the sleeves at the top of the liner. Once the beam is centered in the sleeve, take one of the T-joints and attach the joint to one end of the beam. Push the beam firmly into the joint. Repeat this step in a circular fashion until all the beams and joints have been connected. Make sure that the T-joints are centered in the spaces between the sleeves. You will find it easier to slide the T-joint over the last beam if you simultaneously raise the last joint and beam about 5 to 8 centimeters, and then insert the beam into the joint while lowering the pieces into position. Do not join the T-joint and beam from multiple locations, as this will make connecting the last joints extremely difficult. Check that all the joints are firmly connected. Lay out all the vertical beams and end caps around the pool. With the beams and T-joints assembly resting on the ground, slide one vertical leg into the belt loop located in the middle of the pool liner. Insert the top of the leg into the bottom of the T-joint. Continue the process with all the vertical legs. Attach the leg's end cap to the bottom of each leg. Check your work before proceeding to the next steps. All the legs are inside the belt loops or inside the belt. All the legs are in a vertical position. Push all the T-joints downward to ensure they are firmly connected to the legs. All the T-joints and beams are properly aligned and locked into place. Pull gently in an outward direction the bottom of the leg, making sure the leg is vertical and perpendicular to the level ground. Locate the drain plug. Check that the plug is closed from the inside and the outside cap is screwed on securely. To ensure that your pool is level, smooth out the bottom of the pool liner. Add 5 centimeters of water to the pool to cover the bottom of the liner. Check to see how the water spreads across the liner. If the pool is level, it will spread evenly. The pool must be level to avoid safety problems. Do not add any more water to the pool at this time. There are 2 holes in the liner, a higher one on your left as you face the pool, and a lower one on your right. Water is pumped from the filter pump through the hole on the left, the pool's water inlet. The hole on the right of the pool, the water outlet, returning water to the filter pump. Lay out your hoses, plunger valves, threaded strainer connector, and inlet jet nozzle near the holes of the pool. Begin with the inlet hole on the upper left of the liner. Unscrew and remove the plunger valve and the air jet valve from the inlet threaded air connector. Unscrew the large nut from the inlet threaded air connector, leaving the flat rubber washer on the connector. From inside the pool, insert the connector through the hole. From outside the pool, screw the large nut back onto the connector. Make sure it is as tight as possible, using fingers only. Screw the air jet valve onto the inlet threaded air connector. Make sure the air jet valve is securely tightened and facing up. Continue with the threaded strainer connector and the lower hole on your right. Unscrew and remove the plunger valve from the threaded strainer connector. Unscrew the large nut from the strainer connector, leaving the flat rubber washer on the connector. From inside the pool, insert the strainer connector through the hole. From outside the pool, screw the large nut back onto the connector. Make sure it is as tight as possible using fingers only. Do not attach the plunger valves until the side panels are set up. Assemble the pool enclosure before completing the pool water hookup. Fasten a top clamp to the T-joint of the pool frame from the underneath, as shown with 2 bolts facing up. Repeat the procedure until all clamps have been fastened to the pool frame T-joints. Place a bottom cap on the ground and align it with the leg cap. Working on one direction around the pool, install the bottom U-rails between the bottom caps. The slots at the end of the U-rails slip over the raised tab of the bottom caps. Remove the protective cardboard insert from the support post grooves first, and then insert the support post into the bottom cap. Lift the support post slightly to hook it firmly onto the ridge of the top clamp. Push the support post to lock it into the bottom cap. Repeat these procedures until all the support posts are joined to the bottom caps. Grab a side panel support rod and attach the end of the rod with the wide clasp to the center gap on the bottom rail. Tilt the side panel support rod forward and install the wide clasp to the bottom rail, then move the support rod back to the vertical position. Repeat the process for all side panel support rods. The outer enclosure of the pool is built with horizontal side panels that slide between the support posts. Locate the set of side panels with the logo, markings, and cutout holes, and place them next to the pool liner, where the inlet and outlet filtration connectors are located. Pay attention to the number sequence marked on the left side of the panels. Slide panel number 1 first, making sure the panel bottom tongues are inside the bottom U-rail. Then slide panel number 2. Shake the panel so that the panel's tongues fit into each other securely. From outside of the pool enclosure, make sure the step washers are in place. And screw the plunger valve connectors onto the already installed threaded connectors. Then attach the plunger valves onto the plunger valve connectors. Screw the plunger valve connector onto the right side. Slide a hose onto the upper plunger valve on your left and secure it with the attached hose nut. Repeat the process on the second threaded strainer connector. Turn the plunger's handle clockwise to prevent any water flowing out while the pool is being filled. Lay the rest of the side panels on the ground. Slide the side panels one by one between the support posts, making sure the panel bottom tongues are inside the bottom U-rail. Check the panel so that the panel's tongues fit into each other securely. Repeat these procedures until all the panels are installed. Check that all the side panels are correctly and securely attached. Next, we will install the top boards on top of the side boards and the pool horizontal beams. Insert the support rod top joint to the hole under the top board. Attach the top board over the top of the side panel and the side panel's support rod with the holes at its two ends, aligning with the nuts on the top clamps. Make sure the groove underneath the top board fits firmly onto the tongue of the top board. Repeat this procedure until all the top board are fixed to the top clamps and side boards. There are two pieces of the top board with printed warnings, which must be spaced out evenly around the pool. Install the top clamps where two of the top boards meet. Align the top holes on the clamp cover with the bolts on the top clamp. Screw bolts into each of the threaded holes and secure with the wrench provided. Cover all holes with the waterproof caps. Continue to the pump menu for directions on connecting your pump. Once the pump is installed, you are ready to fill your pool. Hydroaeration technology provides some excellent benefits for your Intex pool. Enhance the water circulation, push sediments through the filtration system, while air mixes with water to promote the oxidation with magnesium iron elements. Your pool water sparkles with clarity. Now your pool is ready to use. Once the pool is filled, there should be no object within 1.2 meters of the pool that a child can climb on to enter the pool. Post the pool safety sign included with your pool where it will be seen by all pool users. The debris pool cover should only be used when the pool is not in use. However, these are not safety covers and will not keep children out of the pool. Children must not play on or under a cover. 2 people may be needed to pull the cover over your pool. Never install or remove the cover while you're in the pool. Congratulations, you have successfully set up your Intex pool. Please select the instructional video for the ladder appropriate for your pool.